Hi guys, NIO will be building some swap stations in the coming months before the Chinese New Year, which is a very important date. A lot of people will be going to visit their family and friends during New Year, the Chinese New Year. Those swap stations will be very important, and it's great that NIO wants to put them across, for example, Beijing-Harbin Expressway or Beijing-Shanghai, which is very important. Next week we'll have around 500 swap stations total in China, which is amazing. William Li Bing's goal was around 700 swap stations by the end of the year. He will have 3 months left, 90 days. In 90 days he will be building 200 swap stations, which is an average of almost 2.1 swap stations a day. This is incredible, guys. We can't just ignore the fact that what he's doing right now is amazing. He over delivers, the guy. Beginning of the year he said 500 swap stations, then he said 700. He's gonna get these 700 for sure, because he's been doing a lot of swap stations lately. But looking at the stock price right now, we're hovering around $35. What should I say about $35, guys? We all know what's happening right now. It's the Evergrande fiasco right now in China, and we got to consider things as they are, which is it's a Chinese company, and Chinese companies will all of them will be affected right now. But we shouldn't forget that these stuff happen. It's very normal, and it also happened to Tesla. When we look at Tesla's numbers, right, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, even right before the whole thing in the world happened, you can see Tesla fluctuating all the way up and down, which is normal. So don't panic, don't sell your shares. I would say buy more shares, because this is an opportunity to buy more shares. And not only that, guys, once those cars get sold in Norway, because we are already selling cars in Norway right now. This month is the month of cars being sold in Norway. So we're going to see some Norway numbers next month, and it's going to be great, guys. I'm expecting at least 300 cars, 300 NIOs being sold right now by next month. And one thing I forgot to mention is those swap stations that will be put along the highways. For example, Beijing to Harbin Expressway, we will have swap stations every 120 kilometers, which is around 70 miles. Every 70 miles we're gonna see a swap station, which is actually great. Even though your NIO can go 500 miles, 450 miles, almost 600 miles, and when the ET7 hits even more, but still, every 120 kilometers or 70 miles, you're gonna have a swap station, which is great. I just want to finish the video by telling you, don't panic about the stock price. It's very normal, it happens. You gotta have a long-term mentality and not just short-term. This will prove if you're a long-term investor or not, just like me, because I don't panic at these moments. I just buy more shares. Whenever I get the opportunity to snatch some shares, I do. Because let's face it, in the long term, NIO will be at least a $200, $300 stock. I can throw out random numbers, but we all know you can't predict the future. But we for sure know that NIO will do very great in the near future. So guys, keep on adding shares, don't panic. This stuff happens. This will prove if you're a long-term investor or you're still not sure about your decisions. Because when you do your research and you're steadfast in your decision, you know that NIO is a great stock. Just look at Warren Buffett, what he says. If you've got like 5 or 10 choices to make, you're going to take your time and consider every option so you can choose everything right. Because if that 5 or 10 stocks, companies are going to decide your future, you bet you're going to take your time to fact check everything, the finances, everything you're going to look at and compare. And I did that stuff, guys. NIO for me is a hidden gem. Not a lot of guys know about it. It's still not appreciated, let me put it that way. And NIO is going to grow big. It's just, there's no other way. Just look at it. I'm actually amazed that not a lot of people can see NIO growing this big. Maybe I'm just ahead of some people, so I don't know. Anyway, don't panic, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.